Welcome back to Cry Now, Laugh Later. My name is Chris.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Keynote.
What's good? We back.
We're back. Episode 1 of the. Why are you standing up?
Because my shirt. It's the name of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Cry Now, Laugh Later.
Show to him. Go walk up and show to him. Get your merch.
Get your merch. Cry Now, Laugh Later pod.
52 Bumbarus Clot.
Episode 1 of the Cry Now, Laugh Later podcast. Formerly the Nothing's Ever Black and White podcast.
Wait, what?
We're bringing them together. You wasn't around for them days.
Yeah, you weren't.
You weren't around for them days.
Yeah, bro. We had a podcast before this. I started like. Okay. I started like 4 years ago with my good friend from college.
Oh, I know, because you run that. The yellow page.
Yeah.
Page.
The yellow pages, yep. But yeah, dude, we had a couple clips that went like super viral, like multiple million. Like, yeah, it was.
Did
a
y'all
good
get paid?
time.
Was that TikTok?
It was TikTok, but we didn't get paid yet. Yeah,
That's cheeks.
because we only had like 60 followers, but then we got like 2 million views, and then we got like 7,000 followers after that.
Hello. Would you rather fight a bear with a sword or a wolf with a no?
Bare
What is
hands,
it? Or a wolf with your bare hands.
Would I rather fight a bear with
Talking
a
to the mic.
sword?
Yeah.
Do I have the sword?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant, why would I fight a bear with a sword? Like, I'm going to die.
No, it's either or. So you got to fight a wolf barehanded, or you got to fight
A bear
with
wolf-handed.
a
You have a
sword.
sword.
Yeah.
So the bear does not have the sword.
And it's
Unless
it's
you
the
take it,
biggest
bro.
of each creature.
I thought like Chronicles of Narnia, like
Nah.
the polar bears. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick the wolf, bro.
Barehanded?
First of all, bears are apex predators. People do not really like understand. They can run
No,
45 miles an hour.
They can.
Okay, they're heavy, right? You could stab it and it's
Dude,
still gonna eat you.
just imagine driving on Jeffco and a bear's passing you, bro.
Like if we're talking about like a black bear, like then that's just not fair, right?
That's
Like
different.
you can kill a black bear, but like a straight up like brown grizzly bear, it's a whole
You
different
could.
ball game.
You
I'd
could.
much rather take my chances and get bit up by a wolf, even though I know that they're huge.
Bit up. No, you bit up?
It's it's a smaller creature.
It's not, bro.
It's pretty big.
Swords are heavy. You got to be quick enough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's really thought. I mean, either way, I'm dying, but like, I'd take my chances with the wolf.
You really don't believe in your sword powers, bro. That's
No,
crazy.
not at all. It's sure.
I feel like you're.
The biggest wolf out there is like 180.
I feel like you're not like comprehending the
does he have?
size of this wolf, bro, and the speed.
Bears can run 45 miles an hour.
Wolf's got
How he's
no
gonna run
muscle.
without his legs, dog? I got a sword.
Yeah, wow, it does actually say a grizzly bear about 600 pounds. I don't know why I thought
That's still a lot, bro.
I mean, it's a
I could
lot.
deadlift it.
Nah, bro. Anyway, so that was the viral clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch that wolf.
So
No,
my
you're not.
friend said the bear, I said the wolf, so we argued and went viral.
That was the question.
Yeah. That was one of them, yeah.
But now here we are, combined, split life. Nothing's ever black and white.
Just black.
Cry now, laugh later. As Chris kind of alluded to, he had started off Nothing's ever black and white with somebody else. I had started Split Life with somebody else. We were both kind of working on each other's project together, so it kind of just made sense bring them together. Now here we are, and I guess Nothing's ever black and white. It's just black today. Look at us.
No dav.
We're black and white. We're all mixed.
Kinda.
I'm very excited to bring this podcast to you guys. We've obviously the end of Nothing's Ever Black and White was just me and Chris, so just kind of made sense to have this new iteration of the podcast. Bring to you guys the mental health side of things, the humor, the fitness, whatever comes to Khalil's mind.
It's pizza in your mouth.
I can't. I don't even hear what
I don't know what he said, bro.
Good.
It'll pick it up.
We're gonna have to cut that.
It'll pick it
I'm
up.
sure we're gonna have to cut that.
Christmas is coming up too.
Christmas.
Like it's
We
not. It's
got
not.
Halloween and
But-
then we
but
got
okay,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
here's
this
the
and then
thing,
we
gets
got
spooky season,
Halloween
bro.
Halloween is already. Halloween is already here. I don't know what happened in October.
That's a great question.
The slowest time that I've had lately was when we was in Vegas. We was up from sun up to.
That's the slowest time because we didn't sleep ever.
Okay, we didn't. But I'm saying like, I feel like now the days just be flying by.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
were
facts.
good quality days, and
They were
we
long
still had.
days.
They were long days. Now it's just like I don't know if it's because of like repetitiveness.
Bro, no, 'cause
If
that's exactly what it is. I was just listening to Chris Williamson. He was talking about it. He said when you have a habit of doing the same thing every day, your brain just goes on autopilot. So that time just passes because you're not thinking about anything. When you're on a trip, when we're out in Vegas, everything is new to us, right?
That's facts.
So time is slowing down because we have to consciously make the thought, what are we doing next? Because
Quitting
it's
our
not,
jobs.
It's not the normal. What did you say? Bubble craps?
I said quitting our jobs
Oh,
to
that-
play bubble
I
craps.
thought you said bubble craps.
professionally.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
No, I mean that's exactly what it is. If you're not going out making new memories and doing something new every day, like you just get stuck in a habit of doing the same thing every day, and time just flies by because you're not conscious of it.
Yeah, I think about that with like school. When you reflect on your time in school, you had thousands and thousands of days that you like went to a school, but there's only a few different memories you have of it because those
100%.
memories were unique. They were different from the every day to day. Let's say you think about like your Spanish class. I didn't take Spanish, but most people took Spanish.
Oh, I took Spanish.
You take Spanish?
I did.
Okay.
3 years, probably.
I did not take Spanish. I took French. But for the example, if you take Spanish, can you think of like all of those days that you went to class and everything that you learned, or can you think about specific moments that like stood out to you?
I mean, yeah, specific.
Yeah, it's only moments.
And it's always unique moments. It's not like the same homework you had every day. It's not the same thing.
Grade Spanish teacher. It was a white lady, and this white lady, her name was her name was Miss Horning, right? Horning, like with a G, not horny.
Thank you.
But that's how it sounded. And one day, she did not like us. I was passing this lady class like 110%. I was doing my work. It was easy. And she taught us bad words in Spanish. So it was like, this class is fun. Well, one day she called everybody parents because she thought that we wasn't doing no work. I don't know how. Lady, I got 110% in your class. I'm doing all the work and then some. She called my parents. I got whooped by both of my parents. My parents divorced, so I was at my mama's house, got whooped by my mama. He was like, you ain't never got the teachers to call home. I just switched school districts. So I left my mama's house, then my daddy whooped me. So I'm like, dang, and so I went back to school the next day, come to find out, everybody's parents got called. I was like 1 out of 10 people that got a whooping that night. But so from that point on, we was calling the teacher. I wasn't. Maybe I was. They was calling him Miss Horn Dog. And so I told my mama to unplug the house phone after that. Give me with no more telling.
See, that's a moment. That's a moment you remember
Exactly.
because I imagine that day was different from the rest of them.
Yeah. You gotta think about work too. Like for me, work just blends together. I can't even think of a specific day where I like do something. And I've been there for almost 3 years, and I'm like, there's no way I've been there for almost 3 years.
Exactly.
It's just, it all just feels the same. You wake up, you do the same thing, you go home, go to sleep, wake up, do the same thing. And that's how time flies. That's why all the old people are like, time flies by, because it's the routine. And so, what does that tell us?
We got to quit our jobs. No,
We have to switch. We have to switch it up.
we
You
got
have
to. We
to
got to make memories. You got to go out of your way to make a moment of every day.
carpe diem.
Seize the day.
Oh, look at you. On in Latin.
Is that Latin?
Might be. I thought it was Spanish.
C'est la vie.
What?
What was the
C'est
little,
la vie.
what was the little Squidward thing you just did?
It sounds like SpongeBob walking in them boots, bro.
That's a soundbite.
No, but it's crazy because like how you had said like the work days, like every day's the same, so you don't remember nothing. But when you're there, it feels like it's dragging on. It's going so slow, and then you leave. It's like you remember nothing you did that day because it's no different than any other day.
My last house yesterday, I did that exact same thing. It was an older lady. She was moving in to the city. She lived in Illinois on a farm for a while. And she asked me straight up, she was like, what days do you have off? It's Saturday. You work on Saturday? I was like, yeah, unfortunately. I said, but I got Sunday off. She was like, well, do you have Monday off? I was like, no. She was like, well, that's dumb. They don't give you 2 days off in a row. I say, check this out. Like, I'm in the same boat. You know what I mean? Like, I think the same thing. But even then, you know, you got people like, you work 5 days a week so you can have Saturday, Sunday to go back and do the same thing. And if you're really not doing nothing Saturday, Sunday, and you just hanging out,
Yup.
sitting in the house all day, the day is just gone. You where'd it go? Now come tomorrow, I gotta go back to doing the same thing just so you can waste your weekend or like get drunk or do whatever. Like you really need to figure out ways to maximize your time
Yeah,
as
preach
opposed
that.
to just being so repetitive.
Obviously, the pod going forward, you got me, you got Chris, you got Keynote. I'm sure you'll have Dav on sometimes. We're going to have some of our split life athletes on. We're going to have a lot of extra guests. But just excited to get the pod going again with a little bit more consistency, more people, more characters. And speaking of more characters, it's about time we told the Arnold story. And I need to hear this from Keynote's perspective.
Oh,
You tell it the funny, like we all gonna chime in because we was all there. But when you tell that story, bro, from your perspective, because this is
we need all of our perspectives.
yeah, no.
We all play
Because I just want to paint the picture. So last year's Arnold was like,
this year.
yeah, Arnold 2025, my bad, was end of February to early March.
yeah.
I met Khalil in January, and so this is the first time Chris has ever met Khalil. He's only heard like stories from me. So like he gets in the car that morning that we're driving to Columbus for the first time, and then
The rest is history.
Shit, take it away.
So I had never, been to one of those conventions before, like a weightlifting competition or any of that stuff. Like, I've only ever seen it online. I had no expectation. And I remember saying on the way, I'm like, oh, this is about to be corny. It's about to be like a bunch of weird dudes in the gym. And like,
No. What did I text you when I told you that? When I told you that I wanted you to come with us, what did I say?
if we play our cards right, this could be one of the best weekends of our lives.
Exactly.
Yeah. This could, yeah. And honestly, it's up there. We've been talking about it for months now. But maybe that's partially because we don't do a whole bunch in our regular day lives. But no, it was still a fire weekend. Anyway, so my expectations were very low, which was great. The place was cool. We got there and it was not what I expected. And they had this big old YoungLA booth. And you've got all like the fitness influencers and stuff. You got John Jones, you got the Trend Twins, you got Togi, you got all of these people. And they're basically the celebrities of the gym world at this place. And all eyes are on them. Well, we get done doing interviews and stuff. We take a little lunch break. We go across the street. And we're sitting at a table, and across from us there's this booth of girls.
It's behind Keynote. Okay, so I see them, and he's so there's
yeah.
us three, right?
I had
And
no clue.
they're kind of behind him in a way, and I'm like, yo, like Khalil, like those girls are looking at you right now,
I had no clue.
and you were like, huh?
But I turned around.
And I was like, no, they keep looking and like they're talking and they're like nodding and pointing, and they keep like pointing at you.
It just sounded like, because when I turned around, it was all pretty. So I'm like, it sounds like the guy that goes to the strip club and he thinks that the stripper's hitting on him. So I really didn't believe him once I turned around and looked. I was like, they're literally all the celebrity girls. For us to,
From YoungLA.
from YoungLA.
Yes.
For us to go back inside, and that big old YoungLA booth, we got in line because they were giving away merch.
Free merch.
Free merch, yeah. And they're at the top of this thing. There's like a stage upstairs. They got a DJ. Like all of them are hanging out up there, and we're in line. And those same girls, they're pointing at me. I'm like, what? You double take, look around, and they're like, no, you. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Chris, like I told you. So I take my phone and I put my IG name on Snapchat, and I'm doing this
On his forehead.
On my forehead, and So they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, we got you. And I'm like, no shot. Like, they actually, was trying to get my attention. So the convention ends, or it's getting later on in the day. We're all in the hallway trying to figure out, what we're eating, what the plans were that evening. And the girls are sitting out in the hallway. I go to the bathroom to come back, and they're like, hey, the YoungLA girls is looking for you. So, again, I'm thinking that they're lying. And sure enough, they were down the hall. So I go and talk to them. I have no clue who these girls are. I don't have an issue with talking to people. I do it for a living. So it's like, I'm not nervous at all. Y'all just regular people to me. Everybody else is sucking y'all off. I don't, I have no clue who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I go up and I talk to them, and it was cool. And I just asked them, what's the move for tonight, basically. Just trying to figure out, if there's any venues, if they're going out to eat or to a bar or whatever.
Mind you, how far away is our Airbnb?
I'm like,
At least 1 hour.
yeah, it was like an hour away. So we had I mean, minimal preparation. We had clothes and stuff with us, but we had already.
So yeah, there was not an option to go back to the
Yeah.
Airbnb and like change, get ready or nothing. Like it was like leave the expo, go to the mall, grab some cologne and like see what's popping in Columbus. That was it. We could not. There was not a real option to go all the way back to wherever in Ohio.
So the girls tell us where they're going, and one of the girls was like, "Yo, let me, let me get your phone number, your Instagram," and I immediately get blocked by another one. I won't name drop. And oh my goodness, it made
I'ma
me
tag her right
so
here.
mad. It made me so mad because I'm like, yo, like she was actually being a human, like she wasn't being a celebrity. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So that really bothered me. And then she was like, yeah, we're going to Mandrake's, but y'all probably won't be able to get in because we got the whole place. We got it booked, the upstairs. So it was like this club. All the Ohio State students were downstairs, and even a guy who knew the club owner, he could not get upstairs. So we cooked.
It was a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
downstairs
then
was the bar.
Yeah, rooftop
Mandrake's
bar,
was
yeah.
a different club.
Yeah.
It was a separate thing.
So
Real quick. Backtrack just a little bit because there's two important people to the story.
Oh, yeah.
So we were doing our gym interviews, going up to people, asking them how does fitness impact their mental health, all that. We meet these two kids from college, right? And
Crazy we call
we
them
interview
kids, bro.
them. I know, they were like 19, 20. 21, 22. We meet these two guys, Mike and Bo. We're talking to them. We have a good interview, and then that's that. We don't say much else after that. So then, now you can proceed with the story.
it's kind of sporadic that we run into these people later on, whenever we do these interviews, and it happens occasionally, right? So we go to the place that Mandrake's is attached to. It's, like I said, the bar downstairs.
Whoa.
What did I skip?
You know there's a key part to that story, bro.
The fact that we were sitting in a restaurant?
No,
And
the fact that I...
Let me tell. Chris needs this mentioned, all right? So we're looking for a place to park because, like, mind you, like I said, we didn't prepare to go out that night.
That's your key moment?
So we're only in like, I might have had a thin long sleeve T-shirt on. I think y'all was in short sleeves. It's
went
maybe
to H&M, I
42
got some
degrees in
clothes.
Columbus, Ohio in March, and we're looking for somewhere to park so we ain't got to walk in the cold. I'm like, damn, there's really nowhere to park. Chris says, bro, what do you mean? You can parallel right there. There's no room to parallel in between these two cars.
I see the
Mind
vision,
you,
though. I see it.
Chris isn't intoxicated, but he's almost there, right? And my thought is like, he's not driving, he's only parking, so it's cool. And you take it.
And so I say, let me drive, and I hop in, and we're on this spot, and I don't know how to explain it. It's like
Chris Dominic Toretto.
it's like, bro. I'm sure you guys understand when you play baseball. Sometimes you just feel like one with the bat. You're just. That's how I feel when I'm in a car, bro. I feel like I'm James Bond.
Bro was in
okay?
a flow state. He is like,
Yes.
I got this. He only
Okay.
seen, you know how like when movies get serious?
I brought 3 Voodoo Rangers. I was off 1.5 of them. Okay, quick ones. I get in. I feel it. I parallel park. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Was it not perfect?
It was perfect.
It was perfect, bro.
It
Come
really
on. Come on. Then I finished my voodoos and then we left.
We go out, we get food because we hadn't eaten since lunchtime. And we're sitting in this little hole in the wall bar. And I mean, I'm absolutely pressed the whole time because the one girl was going to give me her Instagram. She was actually just being normal, and the other girl blocked me. And so we were trying to figure out a move, and we're like, should we still go to Mandrake's? We're like, sure. So we get to the bar.
We didn't know.
No, it showed up on the
I didn't know.
We had an idea.
yeah.
So Mandrake's is like the top. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
roo- it's
rooftop bar.
rooftop of
But
this
like the bar
college
we was
bar.
in downstairs wasn't called Mandrake's, so we
Yeah.
weren't for sure where we were going. We were trying to get into this bar, and
Yeah.
then weren't for sure if it was going to lead up to Mandrake at the top or not.
Yeah. Well, we get there, and I mean, this place is absolutely packed. They're rubbing shoulder to shoulder with everybody. It's not very comfortable unless you find a place to sit. About 30 minutes in, and I don't even think it was that long, we ran into Bo and Mike. And Mike knows the bar owner and his family, like, they've deep in some good business. And so he just had a lot of connects. And so we asked him, like, yo, like, and we see some of the YoungLA athletes and stuff going upstairs. There's a see-through door. And we asked him, we're like, yo, can we get up there? He was like, no, he won't even let me up there. It's full of celebrities, full of fitness influencers. So we're just kind of sitting around. We go and we go and kick it with him and some friends at this little table.
Let me.
And
Okay. This is all happening, but like everything he's saying is right. In the background, mind you, every 10, 20, 30 minutes, Chris is just going up, chatting up the doorman. Like without me and Khalil's knowledge for real. Like we just lose Chris for a little bit. And he's going up just chatting the doorman. Shout out Grant. I think his name was Grant. I'm pretty sure his name was Grant.
Yeah, he was.
And Chris is just going over saying what's up, making conversation to him. Like me and Khalil really aren't paying attention. Like
I had no clue.
we figured Chris went to the bathroom, went to get drinks or whatnot. So yeah. So we're
Bro was planting the seed.
He was.
Where are you about to lead into? Because
When we were sitting at the table.
right before.
Yeah,
Okay. So we get in there, it's shoulder to shoulder. There's no like dance floor, okay? And so the whole time I'm kind of freaking out because I'm like, I want to go to a bar or some like a club where we can like dance. And so I start asking around, and they're like, oh no, there's no dance floors like anywhere for real. It's either this place like way down the street that nobody goes to, or it's like Mandrake's, which is the club up top, but like you can't get in because it's booked. And I was like, dang, for real. So we're talking to the Ohio State football team. I'm trying to like see if they got some insider knowledge. They're like, no, and they're like, hey, those are the Ohio State basketball guys. Go talk to them. They might know. So I go over to them. I'm talking to them. They're like, yeah, no, Columbus ain't like that. There's no clubs, no dance floor. So mind you, I'm taking like an hour of my time trying to figure out how to make our night better. Because I'm thinking we can't get up there. So we're just going to be stuck here talking to random people. There's no place to dance. Like the music is fine. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm going up to this, to Grant, talking to him. I'm sweet talking to him, bro. I'm hyping him up, bro. I'm saying like you're doing a great job, just all this stuff. I was asking him the questions, even though I knew what was going on up there, but I was asking him and making him feel like he was important and he knew things, right?
Grant, you're important.
He was very important. Grant, you're amazing.
But you failed at your job that night.
But then yeah. So then we were hanging with Bo and Mike. And there's another group of people we were with for like quite some time, and I'm still walking around trying to figure some stuff out. Okay. And then that's where Khalil was at, where we were sitting at this table right next to where Grant was holding the door.
All I know is Grant looked at us because we was like 10 feet away from him. He goes, how many y'all got? And we looked at each other, it was like 3. He was like, come on. We got straight up immediately. We didn't say bye. We didn't know peace signs, nothing. Because we knew, like, this door only going to be open for a couple seconds. Like, we hurry up, got up.
And that's what I appreciate about y'all. Because not a word was said. It was eye contact between us three, and it was out.
So, okay, the reason was I went to Grant one last time, bro. One last time, and then I sat down. As soon as I sat down, that's when he said that. So I walked over to him. I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, is there any way, like, we can, like, get up there, like, at all? And he was like, nah, man, I can't do that. I was like, no problem, man. You're doing a great job, bro. I appreciate you. Like, have a good night. And he's like, you too, man. You're a cool dude. I said, you too, man. You're awesome. And then I get in the booth and I kind of like sit down, and then 10, 15 seconds go by, and then that's when he says it. He said, He said, Chris, how many of y'all got? And I I looked at Khalil and I looked at Ron. I said 3, and he goes, he waits like a second and a half. He goes,
just a head nod.
Just a head nod. Immediately, within a millisecond, we all look at each other at the same time.
Wasn't wasting no time.
And then just stand up, bro. We leave the people that we was hanging with for the last half hour, bro. And we just go. We just go.
We got up on the elevator. We get upstairs.
Hold on. Ramon with the eye patch.
Yes. I didn't meet Ramon.
I
talked to Ramon.
Somebody did not have an eye, bro.
It was Ramon. It was Ramon. Because I remember, after he let us through, I was hyping Grant up. I said, you're my favorite white boy ever, Grant. I love you, bro. I said, top 5 white boys of all time. And it's getting him hype. And then I started talking to this dude, Ramon, with the eye patch. I said, sick eye patch. Started talking to him. See, he got a chain on, so I'm talking about his chain. And so, when you two are in the elevator, you're like, bro, come on, bro. Go.
You was dragging.
I was, but I was hyped.
Because I didn't want to, I knew, this was not. I didn't want nobody to recognize that we were not.
That we not supposed to be there.
Yeah. We get upstairs.
We was not supposed to be there,
bro. I mean, you had Larry Wills.
First dude we see out the elevator was Togi.
Yeah.
Togi in the little
missed that
white shirt, bro.
Mm-hmm. I actually during this time I grew to hate all the YoungLA because
he did. He was not happy with
those
any
2
of
to 3
YoungLA.
girls represented all the YoungLA, and it bugged the mess out of me. But yeah, they saw Togi. I seen Larry Wheels, and what's crazy is we walk up, and there's a hockey player from the Red Wings.
No, but you can't just breeze by that.
Yeah.
We didn't know who any of these people were at the time.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't watch hockey, so I didn't know this guy. I
I
thought he was
ain't
like, he's just like a drunk dude. He's standing up on the couch.
Yeah.
He's got a ball in his hand. He keeps touching me. I'm like, bro, like, get up off of me. And apparently, it talked to Chris for a little bit. I won't say his name, but the guy,
So he was up in the section like on the couch, and he
Yeah.
waves us over because nobody else is in there. So mind you, the NHL like Winter Classic. So it's the Red Wings and the Blue Jackets played at Ohio State Stadium. So like the Red Wings was in town, but
didn't
like that didn't like click with me, right?
Putting it outside.
So he like waves us up. He's like, "What's up? My name's." I ain't gonna say his name. I also don't really remember his name.
I do.
See? Okay, well, we can breeze by that. And he's like, and I'm talking to him for a little bit.
You talking about when we were up there?
Yeah.
Oh, we missing it, bro. That was a VIP section.
Yeah.
But no.
He's in VIP, yeah.
There was a booth, and then there was a VIP, and then there was a general area.
Yeah. We was in general for a
We
little bit.
we were in general area, and there was a bouncer guarding with the rope.
He was
and
trying to get our
somehow
attention,
I don't
yeah.
somehow we got into the VIP
Well,
part.
it's because our friend.
NHL guy, yeah. Red Wings friend.
Okay, and then so he's the one that waved.
He waved us up
Yeah.
there, yeah.
He kept.
He knew
kept,
us?
No.
but
What?
He,
No.
He was just looking for a vibe.
He kept poking me
know us.
on the back of the shoulder, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like this drunk dude I don't care if you in VIP, bro. I don't want none of your liquor, bro. Like leave me alone. Yeah, and I had no expectations. Right next to him is the YoungLA booth, and I don't think any of them really seen us at that point. Some talking went
not worried
about.
about us.
Ryan gets up in the booth, and I'm like, crazy. Chris gets up in the booth. I get up in there too, and I look over to my right, and there the girls is from YoungLA. And I just looked at them like, yeah, you said we wouldn't go get in there. Check us out now. we should have not been in there by any long shot. Like,
You didn't see this, but as soon as we walked in, I saw them immediately because they were standing on the booth up there, right? And I don't know, you probably didn't hear me, but as soon as we walked in, they saw you, and their mouth, they were like laughing, and they just went straight face,
kids
like
do
what?
6'7", but back in my day, we used to do this.
As soon as they saw you, they were like, no way. That was their expression on their face.
They underestimated the power of Chris.
It was a good time.
The Split Life Militia.
It was a good time.
Yeah, really,
And then they was giving me bottles. YoungLA, they were just drunk
bro. It
as
was,
heck.
All of the dudes in YoungLA we talked to was cool
They
as
was
hell,
all
bro.
cool. Shout out
Toby,
Damon.
Sush,
Yeah.
Johnny, Damon.
Yeah, Johnny Lee. Shout out Johnny
Oh, the
Lee.
Love Island guy?
Yeah, Johnny Lee. Yeah. He was
All of them
cool.
was cool
Damon
as
was
hell,
cool. Juan,
Cortez, yeah.
You got to pick with Larry Wheels, bro.
You
I got to
did.
pick with Larry Wills and Johnny Lee.
You stopped me from getting my pick, bro.
With Larry Wills?
Actually, let's talk about that for a second.
I think you
you
was glazing, bro.
I
Nah,
was, and you were
Chris-
like, you can't.
Chris
go to
is
pick, you
like-
can go to pick, and then you showed me a pic of you and him.
He was
Because
glazing.
Chris is like, oh, it's Larry Wheels. Like, I'm trying to take a picture. Because, like, when Chris was, like, first started lifting, that's what he was. He had a Larry Wheels picture.
Oh,
So he's like, I'm
Well,
trying
now
to
we
get a
just gotta
picture.
make it happen again.
And now Khalil's like, nah, bro, we in the club, act like we've been here. Khalil comes back, he got a picture with Larry.
I got a picture with Larry Wheels.
What was crazy is, like, I didn't even know who Larry Wills was. I just seen him
We
online
see him,
before,
like,
so
everywhere
I
that
knew
weekend.
I knew he was famous. So I just
Evil
thought like
activities, bro.
That's so toxic, bro.
and the same thing for Johnny Lee. I was like, I think he been on TV before. So I was just asking people like, hey yo, we get a flick real quick. They was like, yeah, it's cool. Like,
Got a lot
but
of picks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were just in the section with we had no idea this was the Red Wing section, by the way. Dude just kept waving us up, like, okay, like, we could chill up here. I could tell he had an accent. He's like, where are you from? It's like, St. Louis. Like, where are you from? He said, Sweden. He's like, I hate St. Louis. Like, damn, why you hate St. Louis? He's like, oh, we always play them. So,
Blue, yeah.
what? Then it started to click, like, oh, these are the Red Wings. We're in the NHL section.
Crazy.
So we clearly don't belong.
Crazy work. But we did. You want to know
But we
why?
did. We made it.
Because we're Split Life Militia.
Yeah, I just remember Nokia playing, and after that it was kind of a blur.
That was the anthem for the weekend.
That's when Nokia just dropped like 2 weeks prior, like probably like a month prior.
But it hadn't popped off.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
like
album
that.
was
But-
still, people were still trying to figure out like what was the key song from the album.
But when you up on a rooftop, well,
But you're not supposed to be
all
there.
these like YoungLA NHL players, and they're playing Drake, Nokia, and everyone's singing along. The song fresh, core memory, bro.
So we was all kind of talking about earlier, like the mundane stuff. You go to your job every day feels the same. And I seen this quote the other day. I sent it to you guys. It said, a man who works all the time has no time to make money. And I feel like now, like in 2025, that could not be more true. There's like, the way inflation's moving, like 100K a year really don't do anything anymore. You have to have, I don't even want to call it a side hustle, but you have to have something else you're doing, something else that you look forward to outside of your just normal 9 to 5, if you actually want to like grow, take that next step in life.
Yeah, that's the important thing, right?
Facts,
Like,
exactly.
but you can't like, because homeless people
That's
got
why I
all the
couldn't
time in the
drive.
world, right? Like,
Back from Vegas, bro.
homeless people got all the time in the world, but no money. If you have all the money in the world but no time, you're still in the same boat, just opposite ends of the spectrum. You can just buy whatever you want, but you can't really even see the fruits of your labor. So it's like having that middle ground, and I'm sure some rich person's probably gonna tell me like that's obscene, but like if the ultimate goal, you have all the time and all the money, well then at that point you either have a source of passive income, or all the time that you have is the thing that you're making you would be doing if you had all the time, right? So like
Yeah.
legitimately if shooting a podcast is something that we get paid for, we're off work right now. This is our free time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like we're already doing the things that we would be doing, but now we're just making money from it. So like, yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I met a Secret Service agent, so this is the second time in my life. So obviously the bomb story, but then
The bomb story.
in high school, no, I met a Secret Service agent one time before in college, but we had learned about Secret Service in high school, and their whole job literally revolves around going to work. Like your job is protect. That's
Yeah.
it. You make money and then you go back to work. Like you make money to like buy gas, and so that way you can eat. That's it. Like your life is that.
Yeah.
But for everybody else whose career is not that, or you're not a police officer, or you're not a firefighter, or in the military, like, and you are out in the free world, you put on whatever outfit you want, like your time is your time, you drive your car, and you have no time to yourself. That's the paradox. It's like,
Yeah.
I need more money, but I also need more time. But I need more time with more money. So how do you balance
There's
that?
a balance.
It's a rat race.
And you got to also include your health as well.
I mean, health
'Cause,
is
like,
wealth for sure. But if you had
would
more
say-
time, your health falls into play there too.
I would even say like, I can't speak for everybody. I would say for us three specifically, I feel like I know y'all well enough to like, us three are willing to work ourselves into that point where like our mental and physical health is not okay. And it's like, is it even worth that balance? Like, you put in all this work to get what you wanted to get, but how do you really enjoy it whenever like you slept for 3 hours last night? You're not really like happy. You can't enjoy what you just did.
Because to be balling, you got to be all in.
Bro, that's-
He been waiting to say that one.
No, I bring this up sometimes. I'm sure people might have heard this, but I work in like the banking industry, the credit union industry, and so I talk to people who have no money. I talk to people who have a lot of money. Okay, and this trend that happens with people who are older that tend to have a lot of money is they tell me this. They said, when I was young, I wanted to do everything, but I had no resources. I had no money, and now that I'm old, I have all the money in the world, but I don't want to do anything. I just want to be with my family.
I don't want to do anything.
They're like my physical, I can't travel the world and hike like I did when I wanted to in my 20s, 30s, 40s. Like your body's decaying. You got all this money now. You worked your whole life, and that was your purpose. It's like, oh, I need to get all this money so I can do all these things. But time flies by, like we said earlier, and now that they're at that point, they don't even care about it anymore. They're just like, I just want to be with the people I care about.
It's so tough too, because we had this conversation on the way to Iowa, where it's like, in my opinion, you don't need balance in your 20s, right? This is the time when you're in your 20s, you could go all in.
risk.
You
All
don't.
risk.
You do not need work-life balance. Go for it. See how hard you can push yourself. But like Chris said, there is a point to where like you can do that, but if you don't ever stop to like enjoy the fruits of your labor, then you get to 40, 50, 60, and it's like, damn, I really did all that, but I don't, like we talked about in the beginning of the podcast, I don't have any real memories of it because every day was just work. Nothing was new. I wasn't actually doing something I was passionate about. And if you are doing something you're passionate about, more power to you, because I feel like when you're chasing your passion, that's something where you can overwork yourself and it don't feel like work, so you don't realize how hard you're working. You don't realize I just worked 12 hours in a row because I've just been chasing my passion. And then you look back, oh, you slept for 2 hours last night. it's gonna catch up eventually. You just gotta. It's just impossible to find that balance because like you don't want to have a balanced life if you want to be extraordinary,
Yeah,
but you gotta be able to take care of your mental, take care of your physical at the same time.
facts. Facts. I don't know what that means.
Maybe
It's something I want the
peanut
audience
exclusive.
to think about because people don't think about this enough.
Take steroids.
No, don't do that.
If you take
Unless
steroids,
you
you
need
get more
it,
time.
unless you need it for like medical things and like do what your doctor says. But unless your doctor's horrible, then don't listen to your doctor. Anyways, something to think about. You know, it seems like in today's society, people are working to survive, not working to thrive. You know, back in the day, you could afford way more things and have a more American dream lifestyle, but now it's not like that anymore. And so, my question to you guys is: if you guys had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would you do with your life?
Buy steroids.
Okay. But for real, like, what would you think about that?
That's a
Take
good
a
question.
step back. If you had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would you do? What makes you happy? What would you be doing on a day-to-day basis? And like, think about that and figure out a way for you to pursue that by whatever means. If
That's
it's
real.
taking up a second job, if it's doing this side income, passive income, do what you got to do. But like, you only have one life, and you only have one opportunity to do it.
And only one liver and 2 kidneys.
Real. This another one I heard the other. I don't know if I sent it to y'all or not, but it kind of goes with that saying like you had said. Somebody said you can't outsource obsession. Like if you own a business or you got to drive, you want to be like a bodybuilder or like whatever your passion is. You can only outsource so many things to other people. You have to go get it yourself. Every single thing. You cannot outsource obsession. Because realistically, I'm going to be honest. I bet y'all get tired of me hitting your line every day. Like, hey, let's shoot this. Let's do this. I want to design this.
I don't mind.
But it's like, look, y'all are stuck with me now. To be honest. y'all are stuck with me.
Almost got a split life tattoo.
He really. But no, it's like, I know that I'm obsessed with this. And I've been lucky enough to find people who can at least tolerate me talking about this 24/7 because like you can't outsource obsession. I can ask y'all to post, I can ask y'all to be here for this, be here for that, but like y'all have your own lives, and if y'all can't show up, like I have to be able to push forward this business if it is just me. Because I mean, Chris, you know, for the longest time it was just me.
Yeah.
It shit wasn't easy, but it's like if you truly are obsessed with something, if you truly are passionate about something, you cannot outsource obsession. You just got to get after it yourself.
That's something too. I heard a very, very wise quote by a very young person, and he was talking about what?
I know what you're about to say.
What do you mean?
It's better to piss in the sink than to sink in the piss.
No, that's not what I was about to say.
I would say we come back to that, but we're not coming back to that.
No, it is. He was talking about how people, you know, older generations call this younger generation lazy. You know, they're super lazy, and it's like he was saying how they're not lazy, they're just not passionate.
Ooh.
They're not lazy. They just don't have something. They don't have a purpose right now, and it's like if you don't have a purpose, what are you trying for? You know. But if you have a goal, if you have a purpose, like you mentioned before, like a bodybuilder or a baseball player or anyone that's trying to reach a goal to the maximum like limit, their purpose is pushing them forward no matter what. And so if you don't have that, then it makes you lazy. You're not inherently lazy. You just lack purpose. You lack passion. And that's all
real.
it really is. Because like we can talk about, oh, if you're passionate about this, if you're passionate about that, dude. The majority of you are not passionate at all about anything. And that's why I asked earlier, if you had all the time in the world and all the money in the world, what would you do? What would you be passionate about? What would you feel like your purpose would be on this earth? And that's what you need to figure out to pursue. Because once you figure that out, and you really want it, and you're like, dang, I never thought about it. I really want this. I'm passionate. I'm purposeful now. What can stop you?
That's real.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you do it.
Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do because your age or your circumstance or where you grew up or
That's
your
so
skin
real.
color or none of that stuff. Because people will tell you in a heartbeat what you can accomplish just because they ain't did what they wanted to do in life. They quick to tell you, oh, no, that's impossible. You living in la-la land. No.
It's
How?
jealousy. How many people from your hometown tell you whenever you say, "Oh, I want to move here. I want to do this," they say that's not realistic. Well, it's not realistic
Ain't
for
that
you.
crazy?
You still here.
People will also, what I've seen, people will say that they're realist. It's synonymous with pessimism most of the time when people use it in that phrasing. But
What's that one quote? It says, "If you say you can or can't do it, no matter what you write."
I actually came up with that.
Word?
Yeah.
That's a keynote
That was,
quote.
that was a keynote quote. I
Pretty
created
sure that was
that.
Kanye West.
Everyone is an overnight success. You just never know when that night is going to be.
Ooh.
Because, like, that's so real. All these people you see, clock it. Bro, whether it's the Trend Twins with, like, Sam Sulik, like, you feel like these people just kind of came out of nowhere, right? But they was posting day in, day out. And then maybe they just had a viral TikTok or a viral YouTube video, and then it was off to the races.
Rode the
But it's
wave on
never somebody who just, like, one video and they're like, what's that one girl, like Bobby Altoff?
Yeah.
Where did she come from, bro?
I don't know. A lot of people say she's an industry plant, but I have no clue.
She might
like-
be.
But these other people that we're
Yeah,
explaining, like
every single person.
Togi used to play baseball. He was in like the Little League World Series.
For real?
Yeah, and he went to college. Dude was a bum. He lived in seriously, like he lived in his frat brother's basement or like their closet or something like that. He had videos of him like eating food with like grabbing a dish out of a dirty sink and just off of a pot, like a plastic fork. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's eating, just kind of like making ends meet. And now like within
No,
the span
exactly.
of,
Everyone is an overnight success. You just
Yeah.
never know when that night's gonna be. And that's why I text Khalil every morning. And it's not even for like a reminder. Like he knows like we're gonna be posting every day. But it's just like, hey, if I don't reach out to you and text you about posting today, then you could slack off because I didn't do my job, right? If everyone does their job, everyone pushes everyone, that's when you get in that community to actually like grow with your people.
if I'm not at 1 million followers, if I don't have $1 million by December next year, I'm gonna chop my balls off. I didn't say that on
We
camera.
recorded too.
Yeah, we posted. We clipping that one.
I gotta
Yeah,
figure
we
out how to
clipping that
come
one.
up with a
You better
meal.
start buying followers. That's crazy. No, but it's real. It's like nobody is an overnight success, and everyone is also an overnight success. You just gotta wait for your time to come. You just gotta stay consistent throughout all the times where it's like you posted and you got 10 views on it. You felt like it was a fire video, just didn't pop off. Or your brand dropped some clothes and like you didn't get the sales that you wanted, even though you thought it was like your best drop yet. You just got to stay consistent, keep going, keep finding ways to grow, keep failing, but fail forward. Get a little bit better each time.
Failure is not losing.
That's real.
Yeah. Failure is actually a lot better than what most other people are doing. Just not trying.
The faster you fail, the faster you succeed.
Ooh.
I like that.
It's the truth.
Crazy.
All right. Any last words?
Find your people. Find a community you can grow with. You can't outsource obsession, but you can find the right people to get rich with, change your life with. So find your people, find your community, go get rich, change up your days. Don't do the same thing every day. Find something you love, find someone you love, go chase it.
You're not lazy, you're just not passionate. Find your purpose, find your passion. Think about what I said earlier. If you had all the time in the world, all the money in the world, what would you do? Pursue it wholeheartedly.
Take trend. Oh, sorry. Man, just follow your dreams, follow your goals. But here's the thing, like, I think Denzel said this. He said, dreams without goals remain dreams and ultimately fuel disappointment. So you have to have...
There it is.
Yeah, there it goes.
It is.
You have to have, if you have a dream, it's not some mountain of things that you can't accomplish. Like, make sure that you have set steps and goals in place, quantifiable goals, so that way you can actually accomplish your dreams. Because the last thing that you want is for everybody that told you that you couldn't do it to be right at the end. You're the only thing stopping you. You are the only obstacle in your way. So give it all that you got. be passionate about what you want, but make sure it's what you want. You're not chasing something for the finances, because eventually, like Chris said, you'll get enough money, and what happens to your drive at that point? You done did it. So it has to be legitimately something that you truly desire out of life. Chase it with every fiber of it being. Obviously, if you've got a life outside of that, tend to your responsibilities, but realistically, that's where your time needs to be. So,
Fire.
yeah.
This has been episode 1 of the Cry Now, Laugh Later podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Keynote.